We're going to do number 1 from the practice quiz. Right, so number 1 says x is equal to y squared minus 4y plus 7. First thing you want to do is figure out what type of graph this is. This is a parabola because it begins with an x. It's turned to the side. Our coefficient is positive, so this is going to look like this, to the right. Here is standard form. It's going to be y minus h squared plus k. All right, we're going to complete the square. We always divide through by the coefficient of y. It's 1, so we love it when it's like that. We're going to go ahead and subtract 7 from each side. And we get x minus 7 is equal to y squared minus 4y. We're going to complete the square by taking half of the linear term. So then this is going to be y minus 2 quantity squared. In order to complete the square, we need to square our linear half of our linear term, and we get plus 4, and we're going to add plus 4 to the other side. Okay? Okay. When I combine these like terms, I get x minus 3. I add 3 to the other side, and I get x is equal to y minus 2 quantity squared plus 3. So now it's in the form that I needed it in, which is vertex form. And we're going to find the vertex. Because it's turned to the side, we're going to do the opposite. Okay, so it's going to be k, which is 3, and the opposite of what's in parentheses, which is going to be 2. Okay, so voila, that's vertex form. So we're going to take our vertex form. Let me highlight that because this is going to be important. And we're going to use this to answer questions number 3 and 4. Question number 3 says, what's the x-intercept? So x-intercept, oops, wrong one. X-intercept. If you're looking for the x-intercept, you're going to let your y equal 0. And you're solving for x. All right? So we're going to let y equal 0. So I'm going to rewrite it. X is equal to 0 minus 2, quantity squared plus 3. And this is going to be x is equal to 4 plus 3. So x is equal to 7. So here's my x-intercept. All right, let's do y-intercept. What are we going to do with a y-intercept? We're going to let x equal 0. And we're going to figure out what y is. So we're going to go back to our original, and we're going to let x equal 0. So when we rewrite it, what's going to be 0 is equal to y minus 2 quantity squared plus 3. We're going to subtract 3 on each side. So we're solving for y. Negative 3 is equal to y minus 2 squared. We take the square root of both sides, and when we get here and try to take the square root of the negative number, we can't. So there is no y-intercept, because this would give us an imaginary number. So we'll scratch through, say no y-intercept. So that was that. What is the axis of symmetry for this particular one? Let's go back and look at this. The axis of symmetry is going to be y is equal to 2. Let's see. I'll give you a quick graph. This is 3, 2. So here's 3, 2. We do our over and up. And we switch it around because it's the inverse. So that's 1, 1. And then this will be 4, 2 instead of 2, 4. Okay? So I'm going to go over 1 and up 1. And I'm going to go over 1 and down 1. So these are other points on that particular graph. Then I'm going to go over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then up 2. Over 4 and down 2. and I'm going to connect that in a curve. There we go. So the axis of symmetry is going to be split the parabola down the middle. What is the equation of that line? The equation of that line is y is equal to 2. So the axis of symmetry is y is equal to 2. So what did I do here? I did number 1, rewrite it in vertex form. I did kind of 3 and 4, found the x-intercept and y-intercept, and I found the axis of symmetry, and I did number 7, which is graph it. Okay. For those of you who want to see number 2, y is equal to 4x squared plus 8x minus 5. This is going to be a parabola facing up. So here is standard form, x minus h quantity squared plus k. It's positive, so it's going to look like this. Our leading coefficient here is 4, and we need it to be 1. So we are going to add 5 to the other side. Let's do that. We get y plus 5 is equal to 4x squared plus 8x. We're going to divide through by 4, everything by 4, because we need our leading coefficient to be 1. Okay. And this gives us y over 4 plus 5 over 4 equals x squared plus 8x over 4 is 2. And it's going to give us 2x. Okay. We are going to complete the square here. So we're going to do half of our linear term. So half of 2 is 1. So this is going to be x plus 1. In order to square this, we had to complete the square. So we had to complete a value. 1 squared is going to give us 1. So we have to add 1 to each side. Oops. Plus 1. Okay. 1 would be the same as, 1 will be the same as 4 over 4. So 4 over 4 and 5 over 4 is 9 over 4. So this is 9 over 4 plus y over 4 equals the quantity x plus 1 quantity squared. We're going to subtract 9 over 4. Bring it to the other side. And we get y over 4 is equal to x plus 1 quantity squared minus 9 over 4. And we're going to multiply everything through by 4. And we get y is equal to, leave the 4 outside, and this is x plus 1 quantity squared. These two cancel, and this is minus 9. So did we write this in vertex form? Absolutely. Okay. So what is the vertex here? The vertex is going to be hk, so it's -1 and -9. Okay, how do we find the x-intercept? If we're looking for the x-intercept, we're going to let y equal 0. Okay, we're going to let y equal 0. So we're going to go in here, and we're going to let y equal 0. It's equal to 4x plus 1 quantity squared minus 9. We add 9 to both sides, and we get 9 is equal to 4x plus 1 quantity squared. We divide by 4 and divide by 4. We get 9 over 4 is equal to x plus 1 squared. We're going to take the square root of both sides, and we get plus or minus 3 over 2, because the square root of 9 is 3 and the square root of 4 is 2. Is equal to x plus 1. We subtract 1 on each side, and we get x is equal to -1 plus or minus 3 over 2. And so what we're going to do is let's rewrite -1 as a fraction, common denominator. So it'll be -2 over 2 plus or minus 3 over 2. So -2 over 2 plus 3 over 2 gives me 1 over 2. -2 over 2 minus 3 over 2 gives me how much? negative 5 over 2. So what does this mean? Oh, wow, we have two x-intercepts. So we'll go back here and we'll put in, what was the first one? 1 over 2. And the other one is negative 5 over 2, comma, 0. Okay, that's how you would do those. Should we graph it? Or let's find the y-intercept. Scroll down. Whew. So the y-intercept, it was y equals 4, x plus 1, quantity squared, minus 9. And we're looking for the y-intercept. So we're going to let x equal 0. Okay, so y is equal to 4. We're going to let x equal 0. Plus 1, quantity squared, minus 9. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 squared is 1. 4 times 1 is 4. And 4 minus 9 is negative 5. So there is your y-intercept. And we could put all of that together and get a graph. All right, hopefully this helped. All right, let's practice graphing an inequality. We can see this is a quadratic, and so the vertex is going to be 3, 2. One, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Over 1 and up 1, over 1 and up 1, over 2 and up 4. Da 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 da. Light sketch. Since it's less than and no equal to, I needed to be a dotted line. And it says y is greater than, so I'm thinking that my shading needs to be in here. But what I want to do is I want to check the 0, 0 and see if it works. So I'm going to plug in 0, 0 for x and y, and this is going to be 0 is greater than 0 minus 3 squared plus 2. So this is 0, and this is 9, plus 2 is 11. Is 0 greater than 11? The answer is no. So should 0, 0 be shaded? The answer is no. So we shaded in the right place. Yay! So this is how you graph inequalities. This will help you get ready for the quiz on Tuesday. Thank you.